Is it just me, or was that louder than usual?
Well, you got headphones on.
I guess you got your volume up. It wasn't that bad today.
Nope, still on 76. But it's been doing weird stuff. Whatever you're doing, if you're watching the stream, well, no, it wouldn't matter to them because they're not in StreamYard. But
No.
we're in StreamYard and we close a Chrome tab. Poof.
It closes everything out.
It closes
Chrome.
everything out.
A YouTube, a
You
Chrome
don't press
tab
the
with
button.
YouTube running in it. You close it and everything disappears.
And as you folks can see, Seagrower Stacker points it out. Is it my imagination or did the thumbnail change? Yes. The thumbnail I was talking about on Friday with the hot rod, like the couple that I built with my neighbor back in the day, that thumbnail is now on. The other one was one that I made a long time ago with the Rusty truck. And I thought it was the hot rod because I was talking about the hot rod that's on the thumbnail now.
Mm-hmm.
When I uploaded the thumbnail into StreamYard, it changed it.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't, I showed Bassman where my folders were. The folders aren't even on the same page. They're like 2 pages away in my pictures folder. Today, the one that had the black paisley and just said Tiny Numismatics across the middle of it, if you go to my main YouTube page, that's actually the banner. Bassman was right there with me. We were talking last night, and I said, I'm going to use it. So I uploaded it. Nothing. It put that black thing up, which is not even in pictures.
Yeah, it's not even it's not a
not even-
thumbnail.
It's not a thumbnail. It's not even in the pictures directory. It's on my desktop in YouTube parts. Like it's got my the intro in it. It's got the Gorilla microphone that I use at the end of the videos. It's got the music that I use for the YouTube videos, and that is what come up. So you guys are liable to see some like
Really freaky shit.
really freaky shit. Some like personal photos or something. I'm almost afraid to upload thumbnails now. I'm just going to make a black thumbnail that says "What's up" on it.
Yeah. But you wouldn't get that one.
I wouldn't get that one. I would get like a picture of Zoe and Marcel or something.
But now, you folks didn't get the fun that I had Friday. Because we're sitting there, and I don't remember what started it. But Tiny said, yeah, I made that yesterday.
Mr. Wiles Palladino at Coin Stuff I Like
And
commented on it.
And I said, yeah, I made that yesterday. And I'm thinking, I was with him when he made it because I asked him to blur the background. So I know that wasn't yesterday.
But he just let me go. He let me
And
lie
it
to
was
y'all.
like a year. I mean, it was over a year. And so anyway, Benny starts talking about all this hot rod and all this, and we're looking at an old truck. Well,
Yeah.
then he starts talking about low rider and all this, and the dang thing's got flats,
Flat tires in a
flat
field.
tires and everything. And so I'm sitting there just hee-hawing, trying to figure out what the heck he's talking about. And I was going to remind him at the end of the show to see what he was talking about. And I forgot. I tried to explain it to him over the weekend, and he's sitting there saying, it was a hot rod. And I said, no. And he said, here, let me show you. And he pulls up one, puts the picture up, and I said, that's not what was there.
So I went
And I
back to
said,
my live stream,
It's a truck.
and there it was. Truck.
There it was, the truck.
And then
But
I
it
tried to
was
put
so
the,
funny.
It just looked like the hot rod picture is what it is.
He's just describing this picture, and how he made the the thumbnail the day before, and that he'd helped his neighbor work on it. This truck is terrible looking, but he'd helped his neighbor work on it,
Mm-hmm.
and all that. And I'm standing there trying to figure out what in the world is he talking about.
He let me lie to you guys is what he did. See
Yeah.
what a best friend does? See?
So if
Yeah.
if any of y'all were sitting there Friday with him describing a hot rod and helping work on it, that's the reason he seemed like he was out of his mind, because he put one picture up and they loaded a different one that wasn't even the one he sent.
And they did the same thing today.
Yeah,
With the hot rod logo, with the hot rod thumbnail. Put the hot rod
they
thumbnail
put
up.
the hot
in
rod
StreamYard.
up there, and then got one that's not even in your thumbnails
Picture.
that you've used.
Yeah, not even in the picture directory.
So I don't know what they're doing. So
I'm scared.
y'all making putting thumbnails up for your deals. Be careful, because
Yeah.
it's not exactly posting what you put up.
Right. How was your weekend, Mr. Kevin?
Not too bad. Had a couple of coin shows. Did pretty well. Beyond that, it was the first time I really did coin shows where I brought everything again. So
Nice.
it was an experience getting back to that. So, but how are you doing, Tiny?
I'm doing all right. My boy walked in and asked me something real quick. Sorry about that. Doing all right. Had a good weekend talking with Bass Man and making thumbnails and stuff. The girls are gone to a doctor's appointment as usual. Just me and the boy here. Marcel is with them again today, doing her work. And yeah, weekend was okay. Had a little time getting out of the bed yesterday morning. My neck is starting to do that thing again, but it'll be fine. How you doing, Bass Man?
Doing pretty good this morning.
Nice. Let's go ahead and say hello to these fine folks. First up this morning, sorry about that. C. Griller Stacker, moderator and channel member. Thank you for your membership, sir. Numismatic Monday, is it my imagination or did the thumbnail change this morning? Yes, StreamYard and YouTube aren't playing nice. They hate each other. They're like, nope, not going to put that up.
Like oil and water. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
hey, I mean, as I was telling you in the back room, for the auctions lately, I haven't even been trying to do the thumbnail through StreamYard. I have StreamYard create the stream, and then I just go over to YouTube and I just put it in there myself.
Nice.
The quality of the image, it doesn't come out near as well.
Yep, I'm going to start doing that myself. C. Griller Stacker has a good channel, very informative channel. Had a video out. Was talking about the real and the flowing hair coins from back in the day. So you need to go over and check that. I can't remember if it was Saturday or yesterday. I think it was Saturday, maybe. But yes, very good video, very informative are his videos. Video before last, amazing content on an amazing person. I mean, you got to go back and watch that one for sure.
Baby here, 123, saying good morning, Tiny, Bassman, and Kevin. Good to see you, sir. How's it going?
Good morning. Good morning, baby Huey. By the way, I created the first 2025 attendance giveaway playlist on my channel. Might behoove you to check them out and comment by Wednesday. Just saying. I smell a giveaway. Smell a giveaway coming on Wednesday. Good morning, Tiny Bassman and Kevin. It is Miss Keno Man. Good morning, ma'am.
King, no man.
Keno Man. Good morning.
Scott saying good morning, everyone. Good to see you, sir.
Good morning, Scott S. Hey, look who it is.
Ah, bless me bagpipes. We got Mr. Eric Gilliland, channel member, saying good morning, amigos.
Good morning,
Buenos dias,
sir. Thank you for your membership, sir.
And watch out for that lucky dime.
Oh, yeah. Bass man, bass man.
What you gonna do when he coming for you?
Threaten him with a piece of wire.
Yeah, I'm scared of wire.
Scared of wire.
Oh, we got Cartier Silver here saying good morning, everyone. Good to see you.
Good morning. Good to see you. KG Coins. Hope you and Smiles are doing awesome this morning. Good to see you. Hey, it's Mr. Jack Gallman from Marion, North Carolina. Good morning, sir. Mr. Scott's wanting to know, got a trade for someone out there maybe. Anyone interested in trading me American Innovation roll sets? I'm missing a few states and I have extra sets of other states. Let me know. So if there's any American Innovation collectors out there, get a hold of Mr. Scott if you got extras. Oh, we can't yell for Marcel.
Man, Marcel ain't here.
She's not
So
here.
you know we're just gonna say hi to you, fan.
Good morning, Yell fan. Yell fan.
Nothing.
It's not the same.
Not the
It's
same.
not the same. Not the same. Mr. David DeBloom, channel member. Thank you for your membership, sir. Ahoy there, everyone. I want to do the ahoy there, everybody.
Oh, you me matey.
Yeah. From who remembers the Wiggles? Zach was huge on the Wiggles. We actually went from West Virginia to Columbus, Ohio to go to a Wiggles concert. But they threw some stuff in throughout the show for the adults. When they come to Huntington, West Virginia, they went to, I can't remember the name of the musical store that sells instruments, but they went there, and the one gentleman, what's his name? Anyway, the red wiggle with the big eyes. He went there and he actually bought a guitar. And he was like, I was sitting there playing it. Then all of a sudden he started playing the entrance to Stairway to Heaven. In the middle of a Wiggles concert. So, all the parents were like, rah! And he played like 12, 13 seconds of it, He goes, yeah, I was sitting over there playing, and all of a sudden he's like, yeah, and I'm like, yes. And then they threw in a little bit of stuff that only adults would recognize from older movies and older shows and stuff. Like they would be talking about something, and all of a sudden they would say, like, back when Barney was at the police station, talk about the police station. Yeah. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Let's see. Tiny, when are they going to perform your surgery? It was put off, but now I'm going back to the doctor here. I went back to the doctor once, and the problem had kind of calmed down a little bit, but now it's back in force. So I should have just went ahead and rescheduled it then. So it's kind of my fault, kind of the doctor's fault, kind of like, we met in the middle and the doctor was like, well, it's not as bad as what it was. And it's not, it's kind of sealed itself off a little bit, but then, here it is just like 3 weeks later, it's coming back and getting the headaches again. And going back to the doctor, going to get it taken care of.
Yeah.
Soon. Stony. I like the name. I like the thumbnail or the logo there. Hey, y'all. Welcome. Good to see you.
Welcome, Stoney.
We can't win. My wife had breast cancer. Now my son-in-law broke his neck and fractured what? Prayers would be greatly appreciated. He's very young, and we don't know if he'll ever walk again. Oh my gosh.
I'm so sorry, man. Yeah. Prayers for some recovery.
Absolutely. Yeah. Anything better than what he's doing now would be a great improvement.
Yeah.
That's rough. And we are caught up. Excuse me. That's heavy.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, man. Yeah. It's gonna be a long road, but hopefully we'll make it through.
Took me 6 weeks to walk again after I broke my neck. So, well, not comparing myself to him because, his is a lot more severe than what mine was. But it takes time. The rehab and stuff after, if he has any lasting effects, will be very frustrating. But tell him, it does get better with time if you do the work. And don't get frustrated if you can't do it all right away. Because I got very frustrated. And I was ready to just, spend the rest of my life in a wheelchair. But close friends of mine and a girlfriend at the time had other plans. And, they more or less forced me into doing it. But, that's what I needed. I needed a kick in the ass to get going. So kick him in the ass if he needs to get going. Don't let him give up. Do not let him give up. Broke his neck and fractured 3 vertebrae. Fractures aren't so bad. But, yeah. He's very young, and we don't know.
If they're stopping you from walking, they're bad.
Yes.
Because that could be swelling right now.
Right. He's a tough guy, he says. Good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, break up the soup and quackers. We got a lucky duck in the house. Good morning and happy Monday to everyone. It's officially 1 week before we make the move to Boston. 3-day trip with our dogs in a Jeep. Looking forward to discovering the Northeast. So we're heading off to Boston.
Going to Boston. Going to live in Massachusetts.
In the Boston?
In the Boston.
Park your car.
Park your car next to the apartment that's got carpet in it. Carpet in the apartment.
Well, ain't that a wicked pisser?
It is. It's wicked awesome. Wicked awesome. It's like one thing after another. But as far as we know, my wife is now free of cancer. Cancer sucks. Fuck cancer. Sorry.
Agreed.
But she still has to do radiation. Yep. So that's a huge relief. Yes. Radiation is not as bad as chemo. Chemo put my mother down when she had breast cancer. Don't wish that on anybody. I'm going to park the car in the yard. Nice. Because that is wicked.
Yes, make sure to drop all your R's.
If you go R,
No.
Are you a damn pilot? What?
They put it back. They use it. I'm trying to do this without saying it. What do you? Do you have a chest of something that you put your clothes in?
Drawers.
Drawers. They put an extra R in there somehow.
Yep.
You ever see those? There's videos where guy has they test the person's speech pattern, and it's a guy. It's a Bostonian.
Yeah.
Most of us. And it's like, oh, 2 points, negative points on how they pronounce items. And it's like, it's not a car, it's a car.
It's a car. That's like herb. Not herb. Like we know the H is silent. Herb. You know, saying, why does Tiny's imitation of a Boston person sound funny with a West Virginia accent? You hear Lala talk, you two know what Lala sounds like. That's a West Virginia accent.
Yeah.
This is not a West Virginia accent. This is from when I was young. Right. This is from when my father was a company president of the U-Haul company. We moved from Chicago to West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, back to West Virginia, to Wisconsin. So when I was younger and picking up language patterns, I picked up pieces of stuff from everywhere. That's why no matter where I go, they go, "You talk funny."
Now,
That's like when Gunny's wife used to listen to us talk. Gunny's quarterdeck, she goes, "I listen just to hear you talk."
Yeah.
That's the only reason I watch the shows, just to listen to you talk.
I was younger. I traveled all over Florida, Washington, California, Hawaii, Midway Island. And I sound like I'm from the open arts. Yeah. Like we got a shack up on the side of that mountain over there.
Yep,
Over.
I've been from Michigan, lived in Michigan, and I probably sound like I'm from Michigan. So hey,
you got very good speech pattern though. You don't have the Michigander kind of flow to where you talk.
Well, I'm not an Ooper, so
right.
Ooper, that's its own dialect.
Yeah. Angry Leprechaun. Good morning, everyone. Handing out a cup of coffee. I'll take that, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I fit in right there.
Yep.
I fit in right there. There's it.
Mm-hmm. I have that little bit of everything. See, airy thing.
Everything, yeah.
I like when I say meatloaf.
I can't even make up my mind whether I'm supposed to say Coke, soda, pop, what?
Drink. North Carolina, South Carolina, it's drink, whether it's a Pepsi or a Coke or whatever. Drink.
I generally try to use the name of it.
Yeah.
The actual Dr. Pepper and whatever, because I can't keep up with whether I'm supposed to say, "I would like to have a soda, please."
Right. Like Wisconsin, when I lived in Wisconsin, it was soda. Here it's pop.
Yeah.
North Carolina, South Carolina, it was drink. Virginia, they'd say Pepsi, and the place only sold Coke. Like McDonald's, Coke.
They say Coke here. I'm going to go get a Coke. They don't mean they're getting a physical Coca-Cola, though.
Right. It could be anything. Just Coke.
Right. It could be a root beer.
What flavor of Coke do you want?
Yeah.
That's right. I have a sister who lives in Huntington, West Virginia. So she doesn't sound like this. We've been to Smoky Mountains in Chattanooga years ago. Smoky Mountains, the Great Smokies down by Dollywood and stuff. Been there several times. I've only been to Dollywood once, but the Smokies, I've been there quite a few times. They've got some nice stuff down there. The wife and I are going to vacation in Tennessee. Nice this summer. Any recommendations? We like nature, but want to be comfortable. The Great Smoky Mountains. There's places where you can rent cabins and stuff and be out of the hustle and bustle, but be real close to it. You know, don't make much sense, but once you're down there, you'll know what I mean. You're 5 minutes from everything, but you're back in the middle of nowhere within 5 minutes.
There ain't nothing within 5 minutes of where you are.
No. A Dollar General.
Oh, you do have that? Huh.
Yep. 3 miles that way.
Yeah. Tiny told me, he said, you can't come stay near us.
Right.
Hey, why not? So I looked up motels. An hour away, at least.
We're an hour and 15 minutes away from the nearest Walmart. So that can tell you how far we are. I'm telling you, there's
so in other words, he can rent an apartment for a week.
Exactly.
And that would be the best thing that he could do.
Right.
That's exactly what I said when I talked to him. I said I could go down there and get your boss. I mean your landlord to rent me one of the empty apartments for a couple of days. You know, I'd be better off.
Mm-hmm. See, girls got to go see on Wednesday. Zoe Strong, absolutely Zoe Strong. Take care, girl. So, Mr. Kevin, what was the hot item of the weekend you found out?
Red books.
Red, obviously.
Well, that new Red book just came out 2 weeks ago over at the Whitman show in Baltimore. And I had over a dozen of those suckers, plus I had a couple of the large print edition and the hardbound edition.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down to one hardbound edition, one large print edition, and 5 spiral editions, the regular size ones that you think of for a red book.
Right.
And I started out with 15 of those. I started out with 3 of each of the other 2 sizes. Patio, hello, good morning.
There's a blast from the past, isn't it, Bass Man?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Patio, good to see you.
So, those sold extremely well.
Nice.
Then, honestly, I had a lot of good supplies. I always sell, especially out in Grand Rapids. Did pretty well with supplies in Royal Oak as well. Although I did a bit more with the proof sets and the min sets. Honestly, all quadrants that I cover were pretty well up for sale and sold pretty well this weekend. And honestly, these were the first shows that I have done in 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it was just me getting back in the swing of things. And honestly, a lot of my inventory has been going into the auctions on Coins Making Sense. So, I mean, honestly, I need to get some work on some inventory.
Oh, yeah.
Scott S., anyone gonna pick up the rolls or bags of Kennedys? They're coming out May 6th. I'm picking up a few sets of each since it's the last year of the coin as we know it. I'm gonna be picking them up for inventory. Yep.
I'll be picking up my normal P and D and S when an S is available, and then picking up a silver S later on for my high-end Kennedy collection. That I still need to get some replacements for. Give us some tips. Give us some temps.
Him?
Yes. Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, lots of cabins to rent. Yep, keep food out of your vehicles. Absolutely, bears are very talented at opening doors and ripping interiors apart. Oh yeah, they know how to open them. They know how to open them doors.
They got keys.
Yeah, 5 of them on each pole.
Yeah.
If you want a less tourist place but still access to the mountains of Gatlinburg, you need Townsend. Yep. They got a lot of museums and stuff down that way, down Pigeon Forge area and stuff like that in the Smokies. My favorite's the car museum. They've got a Smokey and the Bandit hero car. They've got a General Lee. I'm obsessed with the General Lee car.
Yeah, those are some good old boys.
Oh yeah,
They don't mean any harm.
Never mean any harm.
Don't weld the doors shut, Tiny.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
but beats all you ever saw. Let's see, the Masked Bandit, folks. Hey, folks, how are y'all? Bandit Jones, everybody. How are you? Sorry about that. The Masked Bandit, Mr. Bandit Jones. Tiny Numismatic, please be weather aware later today in West Virginia. Yes, main threat today is hail and wind. Please stay safe. Yes. Told Bassman that right before we went on the air, or right before Mr. Kevin came in.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy weather today.
All that was here a few weeks or a week ago, nearly. 100-mile-an-hour winds.
Go ahead. Sorry about that.
Oh, I'm just saying we had some really high winds. So
Mr. Goldman can see the finish line on the calendar.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I have 40 days of work left to retirement, and he should have put right on the end again.
exactly.
Again, he's already retired once, but he went back, and now he's retiring again. Good for you, sir. Good for you.
He
Congratulations.
just wants another gold watch.
That's what it is. He's trying for that. He's trying for that the heavy duty pension, not the
Yeah.
not the entry level. He went back for the unless he's working
Give it back for the Rolex.
Oh,
right.
that's probably what it is. He retired once. They didn't give him a good enough watch, so now he's going to give him another chance at this retire business. So give me a better watch, or I'm coming back.
Can I trade this one in? Give me what I want, or I'll keep coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin, are you shipping after this week's auction?
Yep. Shipping is happening this Thursday, and I have all your books together, and your entire order is going to be coming out.
Nice. Oh,
yeah. It took some digging around because some of those books I had in my stockpile way back. So I had to dig them out. I apologize, Yo fan.
Let's see. If you notice, I'm not using emojis today. It's like trying to talk without using my hands. I didn't see the sunshine, or the flower, or the heart, or the hug. I didn't see it. I kind of sad. Watch her just loaded up with emojis now.
Yeah.
We had a tornado a couple weeks ago. Yep, 4 houses down from us. 2 trees went right through their roof. Whoa. Just destroyed their entire house. We just had branches come down. Strange. No, sir.
Nope.
That is what you call using part of your luck that is allotted to you throughout your life.
My dad had trees in his front yard come down. I think he had nine trees around his house came down. The stuff in his yard was destroyed, and
Never touched the house.
didn't take a shingle off the house.
Ain't that crazy?
It went through the backyard. I mean, literally the backyard.
1 second, gentlemen.
Not a problem. That same storm a couple weeks ago. I was driving through the neighborhood, going over to Dave's place, helping him out, and I was driving down the road, and like a block away from his house, there was this tree that straight winds must have got to it because it was uprooted, went into a car, and the roots upset the earth so much that it actually pulled up the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And thank God it didn't hit the house.
You guys have heard me say before, especially you two guys, back room and stuff. Effing wind is one of the only things. Okay, I'm only afraid of two people, my wife and my mother. Anything else in the world, I'm really not afraid of because I can get away from it if I have to.
Mm-hmm.
Wind, I'm deathly afraid of wind. Because when I lived in Wisconsin, flatland, and Mr. Kevin knows this himself, flatland, when 60-mile-an-hour winds come through, it tears roofs off of buildings like they're Legos. Yeah. I watched a building, one of those prefab buildings, okay, anchored in concrete, reinforced walls, a roof that you could park a tank on, right next to a gas station. Wind come through, building gone like that. Guys standing in the building, and the building is gone, and those guys are still standing there. And they're just like, scared me to death. Oh, we're going to have some wind today. Oh, no problem. Supposed to get up to 60 mile an hour. Oh, no problem. Well, that 60 mile an hour turned into like 110 when it come across those planes, just gaining momentum. And
depending on how aerodynamic it is, I mean,
nothing to slow it down. And if there's anything to funnel it, it gets worse.
Right. And like here in West Virginia, we get wind. It comes up the mountains, skips over the valleys, goes down the other mountain. If it does come up the valley, those mountains buffered on both sides. Even though it does funnel it, it's slowing it down because all the trees and roughage and stuff beside the road. So 60-mile-an-hour winds down in these valleys is about a 35-mile-an-hour breeze. You know, compared to what it is.
Just go over the ridge.
Yeah, go up on top of that mountain and stand during 60-mile-an-hour wind. Coming up there about 130, and trees are going. Talk about root balls coming out of the ground. Them trees that are, 2 foot round coming up out of the ground and laying down 10, 15 foot later.
Yeah. My cousins came from California to here, and they were all standing on top of the hill. We lived on a big hill. And they were standing out on the very tip top of the hill watching lightning. Because they hadn't seen lightning except off in the distance. But bolts of lightning coming down, they'd never seen that stuff. So they're outside watching it. And we're up there, we're looking up the hill and see them standing outside in the rain. And we went up there and said, "What are you doing? You're a lightning rod up here."
You're asking for Mother Nature just to come down and give you a little
kill you dead.
Kiss of 1,000,000 volts. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Robert Bentoff, channel member, thank you for your membership, sir. Just like the scene from Twister in the oil change pit. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's gone, and they're still standing there wondering, what the hell?
What happened?
Where'd everything go? Where'd everything go? It's gone. That's where it went.
Oh, gone.
And you ought to see it in Wisconsin when the real big winds come or a tornado or something comes. There's nothing to slow it down. You will find cows 30 miles away from where they were. I mean, just poof. Stuff just disappears.
Yeah.
That, rain, storms, floods, snow, ice, fine. Wind, piss off. Not doing it. Mm-mm.
And I got one problem with that Twister, especially the first Twister movie.
Yeah.
You get out there like they did at the end, and you find you a shed with a bunch of pipes in it. Oh, these pipes go down hundreds of feet. Let's tie ourselves to them with a belt. Now you telling me that pipe and stuff ain't gonna break, and the belt ain't gonna break, and forget that.
Movie magic.
Yeah.
It's storytelling.
Yeah.
It's not rooted in reality.
You can pick up a diesel
like
truck full and throw it.
Down.
Yeah, it ain't gonna break my little belt.
Mr. Scott S., new channel member. Scott S., become a YouTube member. Thank you very much, sir. Really, really appreciate that. Very cool. Very, very cool. Really appreciate all the subscribers and the subscribers that are members. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Every last one of you, even that Sea Griller guy that's not even here. You can tell him I said that too. By the way, he's got a giveaway video out. He's got a giveaway list of the videos before now. So go back and comment on each one of those videos if you want to be in the giveaway that will start Wednesday. Little sneaky that he put out there, a little hint he put out there earlier in the stream. Sea Griller Stacker. Sea Griller. The letter C and then Griller and then Stacker. So go over and check him out. Very informative videos for one. Very good guy for two. Don't
tell him we said so.
Don't tell him I said that. I shouldn't even said nothing. But very informative videos and does giveaways on videos that you've watched before. So if you've watched all his videos or the last 10 or 15 and you've commented on each one of them, he has a random generator that picks a video. That video's comments are the ones he's doing the giveaway on. So it's not like he puts out there's going to be a giveaway video, comment on this video. No, it's the last videos. It's a random pick. So see, that's pretty smart. Pretty smart. There's the Griller Stacker's link. Very cool, Bass Man. Thank you, sir.
Oh, I've seen sagegrass. Looking at what Patty O said down there, but finally, I've seen it shoot sagegrass completely through a fence post.
Yep.
Be sticking out both sides of the fence post, and it just shot it through.
Hay stuck in the side of a wooden barn, and it looks like a porcupine on the barn.
Exactly.
It's like a straw. You guys, you'll hit a straw to take the wrapper off of it. In a straight line, that straw can kill you, can go through you. But the least little thing bends it and breaks it. But in a straight line, that tensile strength is so strong. And that hay and straw and stuff get going straight and will stick right in wood. Well, like he said, go through a fence post. I've seen it stuck in the side of a barn. Looked like a porcupine was climbing up the side of a barn. Big bundle of it stuck in the thing. It's crazy.
We found two brothers. One was probably 12. Had a broken arm and was out in the field near his house or their mobile home. They looked and they looked and they looked for the other brother because he was a baby.
Ooh.
And they found him finally. He was in the top of a big tree.
Dang.
In a blanket, still wrapped in his blanket and stuff, and was in the top of the tree doing just fine. How he kept falling out of the tree, he just was wedged. But that thing picked him up and carried him down the road and dropped him in a tree.
Dang.
But at the same time was shooting straw through fence posts.
Take a baby and treat it like a baby, but take a straw and treat it like a nail gun.
How the lady went
Wind is
down, they told her,
I don't like
they told him lay in the ditch. If you're nothing else, go out and lay in the ditch. So she ran out of her mobile home and dove into the ditch out there beside the culvert. Laid down in the water in front of the. Of course, I would have tried to lay where there wasn't water, but she jumped in the water. It put a car on top of her. And so people came there looking, couldn't find them. And they kept hearing her and looking around. And finally, they went over and she was underneath a car in the ditch. Did you pick the car up off the driveway and set it on top of her?
Mother Nature, when she is off her meds, does some strange.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They had
she needs some of my meds, is what she needs to chill her stuff.
Come on, man. That's some strong stuff.
Yeah, ain't nobody needs what I'm taking. I'm telling you.
I was out fishing, and it hit and tore up. Me and another boat were sitting there. We both took off down the lake. When we couldn't see it coming because we were up against the bank and the trees was hiding the storm. Boy, by the time we knew it was coming, it was on top of us. So we tore out of there and went down the lake, and the area of the lake where we were sitting, it ripped the lily pads out of the mud, in a strip across where it came down and touched and went across. That's what we were doing, fishing in those lily pads. And it came down and pulled the lily pads up and went across the lake, pulling them up. Well, that's when it hit the boys, the little baby and the girl in the ditch and everything. And out of all of that mess, one person was killed, and it was the cop that was directing traffic, trying to keep people out of there. Everybody wanted to come in and see it.
Yeah.
So one young cop got run over because he was trying to direct traffic.
Lucky lose.
Keep it out.
Destroy the world. It's like when there's a car wreck. The car is in the middle of the median. Nobody's hurt. It's just sitting there. People are outside walking around, looking at the car, looking at danger. 70-mile-an-hour interstate slows down to 45 just so everybody can.
Yeah.
Don't just go. Just go.
I think you should speed up 10 miles an hour or something,
Get back. Get away.
Come to a traffic jam, speed up.
That hurricane was full of tornadoes, unbelievable damage, like a war zone. Yep. But I read that as the hurricane was full of tomatoes.
I forgot how many. The one that crossed here the other, there's like 12 or 13 that it dropped.
There was like 6 up around Scott's area, the Chicago area. A friend of ours, you guys, well, some of you will remember Jaden, the little boy I helped when I was living at the Ronald McDonald House, helped him through dialysis and stuff, who, tragically passed away. His mother, we're still in contact with his mother and her husband, because I was the best man and Laura was the maid of honor at their wedding. And there were 6 tornadoes in Chicago, around Chicago area here a week or so ago. And one of them touched down not too far from where she was at. Got to run, see y'all later. He's going to rob a bank right now.
Hey, we got Parviz Nawab in the audience.
We
Coming
do.
to us from San Diego. Good to see you, sir.
Nice. Visiting family in San Diego. I had your name lit up there a little bit ago, Parviz, and forgot to say hello. Hello, sir. Sorry about that. Good to see you, buddy. Starting to get a thing going on here. So if
March 15th, 2025. At least 215 confirmed tornadoes.
Damn.
Hey, you know what they say? Beware the Ides of March.
Yep.
I'm telling you. I knew that one day it was. I mean, we were sitting here and they was announcing them in southwest Arkansas, and northeast Arkansas, and just everywhere. And I mean, it was constant. I was trying to watch TV, and the TV was just sitting there with that beep beep, warning noise. So,
If April showers bring May flowers, what in the hell do April tornadoes bring?
I don't know.
The Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
It's usually March, I think.
Lisa,
We get
hello, Tiny. Good to see you, Bass
we
Man.
get a lot of April ones.
Yeah. Ken of mine saying, Tiny, I'm having a Tourette's narcolepsy attack at the same time. That's why I'm moving a lot, trying to
Trying to keep up.
Hey, it is Mr. Chad Wolfischlegerstein Dorf. Mr. Wolfischlegerstein Hauserbergerdorfer. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Mr. Chad. Long time no see, says Mr. Scott.
For those
Hey, look
of
at
you
that.
that didn't know,
Oh, where'd he go?
that
Where'd he go?
Wolfen, well, I can't say it, is
Yo, Joe.
is part of the longest name in the world.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I can't even start to try to say Chad's surname there.
Right. Excuse me. Unless you're the Spanish guy I played football with, typical Spanish name, he had 13 names.
Oh yeah, they have. This is just one word name, but yeah, some of them have a lot of ancestors and stuff to be named after.
They have their entire family's name.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had.
They don't need family trees. They just name the kids.
No. Yeah. But he would go by Manuel, and his name, they wanted to put his complete name in the yearbook, in the annual. So they put him on the last page, not in alphabetical order like they usually do. They put him on the last page of the juniors in the last spot. So his name started and then it went down under the rest of the things and went across. I was like, that's smart. There it is. Half of that name is half of my heritage. Nice. I'm Welsh. My last name means the dwellers of the such and such valley. That's where my last name came from. Yeah, I'm Welsh. I wish I could speak Welsh. Welsh is an amazing language.
My name is Please Call Me for Dinner.
Make sure I'm there. Wake me up. Wake me up. Don't let me sleep through it. Just wake me up.
Ring the bell loud. That's right.
House of the Wolf. Yep. Wolfischlegersteiner Hassenbergerdorf. I like it. And it's got such a Chad.
Yeah, to Chad.
Chad. Wolfish Sekistan.
Hey, I'm the protector of the border.
Right?
Give 'em the marks, man.
Yep. The guy in the back who shoots over everyone. That's scary to think. Back in the day, the archers were in the back
Mm-hmm.
and they're shooting over everybody.
Well, that's better than the swordman in the back.
Well, I wouldn't have time to fight. I'd be worried I'm going to get shot in the back.
Well, I wouldn't be as worried about shot in the back since they got to arch it out there.
Right?
Man, you got somebody that don't got to arch it like a spear. Of course, you put them in the back to keep everybody else from backing up.
That's true. Don't run. I get you. Don't run. They're like.
Get you.
Yeah, you guys stand up there and fight.
Yep. We got your back. Literally, we got you. It's been an hour, gentlemen.
Already?
Certainly.
Man, I
Close.
swear.
Chat on my phone, you got just enough room to add one word after your name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chad's is going to get to the point that by the time he gets his name in there, you can't message him.
Mr. Jack, love you too, buddy. And you know it. Going to run, need to take care of some things before work. Love you guys. Love you too, buddy. Absolutely.
Hey, as always, Tiny Bass Man, thanks for having me up. We're here for you all out in the audience, so thank you for joining us. If you haven't done so already, please show the likey and hit that thumbs up. We need everybody to know what Tiny's doing. And I'm starting the list already for the Wednesday night auction. So we got items up, and we are going to be filling out that list here in the next day and a half. So hope to see you on Wednesday here on Talking with Tiny for the item preview. So for now, I'm Kevin with Coins Making Sense, your spot for the dissemination of information to the numismatic nation. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us, and you have yourself a good day. Bye.
Thank you, Mr. Kevin, as always, for coming in and giving us the updates on what's going on at the coin shows and bringing your knowledge to us. Absolutely.
Well, start of a new week, everybody. This is actually Monday this time.
It is.
Yeah,
Says so right here on my calendar. Monday, April 14th, 2025.
Yeah.
Isn't it 2026 already? 24 seemed like it was 2 weeks long.
It's nearly there. It's getting by quick. But yeah, y'all have a good week. Come back Wednesday. We'll have a auction preview. Be nice to somebody. It makes them wonder what you're up to. I'll see you Wednesday. Till then, I'm wishing I was fishing. Bye.
Makes them think what you got up your sleeve.
Yeah.
Like, nothing up here, nothing up here, nothing up here. You gotta watch out. You guys have a good day. Thank you for the Zoe Strongs out there. I've seen those earlier. Yeah, like Bassman said, be nice to somebody. It'll make them wonder what you're up to. Love each and every one of you, and I really mean that. And you guys do not forget to check that pocket change, because you never know what you got in your pocket till you look.